welcome to Sport Rugby League. Now we're going to talk about the up and coming Downer World Cup Nines, which is the first of its kind. It's the inaugural tournament, and England have just named their squad. I know you're up on all this, Jack. And
I am a bit.
It's going to be an exciting tournament. I think it's a new concept, and it's a bit close to the end of the season. I mean, it needed a few weeks before we played it, but what are you expecting, and do you think England can perhaps win it?
I'm really looking forward to it. I've watched the NRL Nines when they've done it before, and it's always a really exciting competition. It's really fast. It is just a bit of a quicker version of Rugby League. In terms of England, we've named quite a youthful squad. I think Hughes is in there. I've got it written down here actually. There's Handley's in there as well, and Truman. So it's a bit experimental from Wayne Bennett, but I think that's what the Nines is good for.
Yeah.
When you've seen it in the NRL before, you've had guys like Josh Adokar, he made his name there. Caelan Ponga's another one. Young guys that are up and coming and really exciting young quick backs that thrive in that environment where there's plenty of space, a lot of running to do, and it is a game based around attack. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be really, really, really good to watch. Really enjoy it.
Well, I think one of the names you've just mentioned him there, Jake Truman. I'm really looking forward to seeing him, and you being a Castlewood fan will watch him more than most now. I mean, this tournament will help, especially with it being down under, that they can get used to touring, and some of the lesser known players, and Truman, who probably won't play for Great Britain this year, but this can be a great chance for him to step up and get used to playing at international level, albeit in the Nines.
Yes, certainly. I think he's come a long way this season. He's obviously, with Luke Gale being injured, and him having to start at half-back, half-back, I think that's really improved him this season. Obviously he made his debut a couple of seasons ago, 2017 I think, against Wigan, when he scored a hat-trick. That was the best debut I've seen by a player in a Castleford shirt in many years, but I think he's just developed this season and matured as a half-back, and possibly been up there as one of the top 5 half-backs in the competition this season.
Yeah, well, just going back to the actual group England are in, I think there's Lebanon, France and Wales, is
Correct,
it?
yeah. That's
now,
our group.
Do you think they will come through that group with ease, and then after that, who are going to be the main teams?
I think they'll get through the group without a doubt. Wales have named their squad, and so have France. Lebanon haven't yet. I think Lebanon would have had a decent chance, but they've no Mitch Moses because he's been picked by Australia instead. Here we go again, the whole heritage debate. Yeah, so we'll leave that for the minute.
Robbie Farrow as well, because he's retired.
Robbie Farrow as well, yeah. But Wales don't look too threatening, I don't think. And neither do France. I think they've only got a handful of Catalans players in there, and the rest are sort of made up from, I think there's a couple from Toulouse, and a couple from the French domestic league as well. So I think we'll get through the group. I think Australia, as ever, will be really exciting to watch. They've gone for a bit of a different approach. They've named a lot of their younger up and coming players. Ryan Pappenhausen from Melbourne Storm, who has broken onto the scene this year, been unbelievable. Filled Slater's boots, exactly. He's one I'm really looking forward to, and another one is David Fafita, not the Wakefield prop as a lot may think, but Fafita's a young second row from Brisbane who I think he's 18 at the minute. Yeah. But you won't think it looking at him. He's an absolute man mountain with a great burst of pace. So I think it's a tournament. It's a bit experimental. It's not as serious, I don't think, as the World Cup, but I think that'll work well because we'll get a lot of sort of unknown quantities in terms of players, and I think it could really uncover some future stars. Yeah.
Well, you talk about the other players and other teams now. Obviously we're looking towards Australia, and I mean, I'm just imagining now Josh Adokar running down the pitch. I don't think anybody's going to be catching him. Who do you think will contest the semi-finals, Ethan, and can you see England winning it?
Yeah, I can see England winning it. I think, as obviously we've named a young squad, so it'll be them young ones who want to develop the skills, and I think they'll play a more exciting brand of rugby league, try and just play with a no risk rugby league kind of, because it's not a major tournament. I'm not going to say no one cares about it, but it's not a major tournament that people will follow kind of, but it'll take a couple of years to develop, so it's just about getting experience, I think, at international level, as you've said before.
Yeah.
I think players like Truman, like Hughes, that will develop them as a player going into the next Super League season.
Yeah. In a word, Jack, will this tournament be a success?
I think so. I think it'll be the first of many. You mentioned it's the inaugural one, and I think it'll be very much dependent on, obviously, attendances and the interest it gets worldwide.
Yeah.
Having that branding of World Cup, I think bigs it up a lot.
Yeah.
If they just said it's an international nines tournament, no one would have really been too interested. I think the fact that you are labelling it a World Cup event gives it a certain amount of prestige, and I think as much as I did say it won't be as serious as the 13-a-side World Cup,
Yeah.
we're still going to have teams fighting it out and desperate to win some silverware at the end of it, because that's a great thing for a country to say, isn't it? We won the inaugural World Cup nines, and especially where Australia and England have perhaps put, to a certain extent, weaker sides out. That I think gives maybe even more of a chance for someone like Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, an even better chance to win the thing.
Yeah. In a word, Ethan, who will win the tournament?
I'm going to go with Australia. I think Australia are just a dominant force, and I think, as you mentioned, they've just got those players with pace. But one thing to add as well, I think the future of nines, I think it might be, as sevens is to rugby union, I think it could be a separate sport. Maybe have specific players who specifically play nines, and have an organisation like that, and that could develop into something.
Yeah, I think that's the end goal, and I think with it, when you see rugby union now, they go across the world and they cover it all around the world, so if we can do that for the nines and it's got the word rugby league in it, then we're winning.
Maybe even the Olympics.
Yeah, that's a good shout,
Rugby League nines in the Olympics.
We see some of the sports in the Olympics, we could definitely got a shout. So it's interesting, guys. Are you going to watch the World Cup nines? What are you most looking forward to seeing? Do you think it'll be a success, and who do you think will win it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.